Hello everyone, welcome back to the data structures lecture series. We have discussed stack implementation using arrays in the previous video. Now we are going to see the implementation of the stacks using pointers or linked lists. Okay. When we define a stack is a linear data structure which can perform insertion and deletion from only one side, that is top. Okay, and insertion operation is called as push operation, deletion operation is called pop operation, and these two push and pop operations can be performed from the top of the stack. Okay, so it is like a bucket. So when you put elements into the stack, okay, when you need to fetch the elements, we have to fetch the topmost element, that is lastly inserted element first. So that is why we are following last in first out principle to implement the stack, right? There are three stack operations, well known stack operations: push to insert an element, pop to delete an element, peep to display the topmost element of the stack, right? Now before going to implementation of the stack, let us see what is a linked list first. Okay, so linked list is a data structure, a chain of nodes. Each node consists of two parts, one is a value and one is a pointer, and this pointer holds address of the another node. Okay, so example linked list is shown here. So here I am using a pointer head to point the first node always. Okay, and from here first node to the last node, all the nodes were linked together by holding the address of the next node with the current node. Okay, suppose let me take node 30. Here node 30 holding the value 30 and holding the address of the node 40. Okay, so that these 30 and 40 nodes were linked together, right? And always last node next part, I mean address part, will be the null because there are no further nodes. So we are used to keep null in the last node. This is a normal linked list. While coming to the stack, see, the same thing will be done, but in the linked list the head will point to the first node. Here a pointer top will point to the last node. Rather pointing to the first node, top will point to the last node. That is why we are adding links like this. If I have a first node, I will keep the next of the first node as null because that node will be deleted last, and furtherly there are no nodes, okay, after that. And if you want to place a new node, you have to keep that on the top of that node. So 20 is placed on 10. That is why 20 holds the address of 10. 30 holds the address of 20. 40 holds address of 30. And 50 holds address of 40. And 50 in this example, 50 is the top node. Okay, so top is a pointer pointing to the last or top node in the list. Okay, this is how we stack will be implemented. Now we will see the implementing procedure. Okay, before going into that, we have to see how to create a node, because we have discussed it since we discussed linked lists. Okay, but I am repeating it for your convenience, for the new users purpose, right? I used to declare a structure with two members. One is int data, another one is pointer next. Okay, and this next is a struct node pointer, I mean the pointer of same structure type. So this is also called as self-referential structure. Okay, now I am also declaring a pointer called top here. Okay, right? Now let us see various operations of the linked list here. See, I am going to perform push operation and assume that there are no nodes till now in the list. So top holds the null. When top holds the null, that means there are no nodes in the list. Okay. Now firstly I am performing a push operation so that a node supposed to be created. Okay. So here I have created a node and placed it 10. To do this code segment can be helpful to us. Okay. So to create the first node, see, I am writing like this: new node is equals to mlloc of size of struct node. Means using mlloc function, I am allocating memory required for struct node, and the address of that memory will be assigned to new node. So here you can see the rectangle box. This box is a memory allocated for new node. So this box is being referred by the pointer new node. Okay. Now what I supposed to do is I have to place a value in this node. I have to place 10 for example. Okay. For that purpose, I have to use a scanf statement to read a value. So I am reading a value into num. Now I have value 10 in num. I have to assign that value to the new node data, because this data part can be accessed like this: new node arrow data is equal to num. So that value is assigned to data part. Okay. And this is the first node, right? However, this is a node which will be pointed by the top. Okay. Before doing that, I have to place the address of the previous node. The address of the previous node in this next part. But is there any previous node? No. So null will be placed there for the first node. Okay. So new node next is equal to top. I wrote new node next is equal to top. And what is the top value here? Null. So null will be placed in the address part of the node. Okay. So first node is created. Now top will point to the first node. Right. Now I have to create more nodes. Let me create another node, second node. Okay. And before doing that, to point this top to the node, this code will be helpful. Top is equal to new node. Okay. Right. Now I have a new node. Right. I am running same code again, step by step. See this. To create this node, I have to use mlloc function. Okay. Now new node is pointing to this newly created node. I want to place 20 into data part. For that, I used to use a scanf statement to read a value, and that value num will be placed into data part of the node. New node data is equal to num. What should I do next? The same way as I have done previously, I have to place address of the previous node into the next part here. What is the address of the previous node? Top. Top is the address of the previous node. So I have to write like this. Okay. To establish this link, new node next is equals to top. Then the previous top is pointing by the current node. Okay. Now the new node is placed, right? The newly placed node is the top. So I have to point that node as top. Okay. So top has to point the new node. To do this, top is equals to new node. Okay. And this will be repeated again. So if you are still confusing, okay, again see the two more example nodes created here, so that you will get clarity. So first what I did is I have created this node using mlloc function. Again I read some value using scanf statement into num. Is assigned to new node data. 30 is assigned to new node data. Now that data value is placed there. Next, this link must be established. To establish this link, the 20 node 20 is being pointed by top, means the address of this new node 20 or second node is top now. Okay, so new node next is equal to top will establish this link between these two nodes. Now I have to make the new node as top, because that is the latest node placed on the top. So top is equals to new node will help us to make new node as the top. top is equal to new node. Same repeated again. I think I don't need to explain you the same. Okay, you please see and understand this once again. Right, this is how we have created a stack using multiple push operations. To perform each push operation, we have to call this push function and perform this task. Okay. Now let us say I want to display all these elements. Okay. In the bottom of this screen, you can see the place where output will be displayed. Okay. So I want to display like this. The elements of the stack are 40, 30, 20, 10. Because the 40 is the topmost element that must be fetched first. 30 next, 20 next and 10 next. Because we always pick the elements from the stack from top only. Okay. So I am doing the same. Forget about the if block. We will talk about if block later. Let us see the code written in the else block. I have written like this: printf the elements of the stack are, and I will use a loop. Okay, so I will take initial pointer as the top. Okay, so I am taking a temp pointer temp to point the topmost node. Okay, and I will compare whether temp is equals to null or not. No, temp is not equals to null. Then temp data will be displayed. What is the temp data? 40 is displayed, right? Now temp should point to the next top, right? So then what should I do? Temp is equal to temp next. So temp next means the next part of this node is holding the address of the next node, right? So if I write temp is equal to temp next, then temp will point to the next node. So I will write temp is equal to temp next. Then temp will point to the next node. Okay, now temp data is 30 is displayed. Again temp is equal to temp, so temp will point to the next node, right? 20 is displayed. Again temp will point to the next node. 10 is displayed. Now see, if I write temp is equal to temp next, null will be placed in the temp. And here the condition is this: when temp is not equals to null only, you have to do this. But here temp became null, so you cannot do repeat the loop furtherly. You will exit from this loop. So your task is done. Okay. So what is your task? Displaying 40 to 10 is done. So this is how display function will run in the stacks. Okay. Now we will see the pop function. Okay, what do you mean by pop? Pop means deleting the elements. Okay, so whenever I delete an element, I will display that here for your understanding. Okay, so in the bottom of the page you are seeing a display screen. Okay, so in that we will display the element which we are deleting. After then we will remove that. Okay, now please tell me, what is deletion of an element in the linked list? Deleting of an element is just cutting the link between that element and the list. Okay, here what we are supposed to do is always delete the top element. So if you cut the link between top element and the next top, then automatically the top element is logically deleted. Okay, so that is what we will do. Right, we will talk about the if later. Okay, now see the else block. So temp is equals to top. I am taking the pointer temp to point the topmost element, and see here I am pointing this. Then what will I do? I will take the element value. What is that? 40 into a variable ELE, and I will display that ELE, so that 40 will be displayed. Now 40 is displayed. I want to remove this link between the top node and top next node. Okay, so what will I do? I will write this: top is equal to top next. Then top the next node will become the top. when the next node became the top, okay, what does it mean? The data in this stack are from top to last node only. Okay, so then 30 to 10 are the data of that stack. So 40 is logically removed. However, we will also remove this link by writing this. What? By writing temp is equal to, temp next is equal to null. Whenever I place temp next is equal to null, then the link between the fourth node and the fifth node is demolished. Okay, so now if I want to delete one more item also, I will do the same concept. Okay, so this is how we used to delete an element by running a pop function. If you want to delete more elements, you have to run pop function repeatedly. Okay, and see, you cannot able to delete an element from the stack randomly. There is only one rule that if you want to delete an element from the stack, you have to delete the topmost element. Okay, you cannot delete the first element, or you cannot delete the middle element, as we have discussed in the single linked list. You cannot delete a random element in the stack. From the stack, you can delete only the element which is on the top. Now let us see the peep function. Okay, what is peep function? Displaying the topmost element, right? So here, forget about the if block. I am just discussing the else block here. See, I am going to display the topmost element by displaying top data. That's it. You need to do nothing. Just display top data using a printf statement, right? Now that value will be displayed below the screen. You can see the display screen. 40 is displayed. Okay, now I want to talk about the if blocks in push, pop and peep here. Okay, in the push, the if block is verifying like this, whether the stack is empty or not. Similarly, in the pop also verifying whether stack is empty or not. Here in peep also we are verifying whether stack is empty or not to go furtherly. Okay, so in the pop function, if top is equals to null, that means stack is empty. If stack is empty, you don't need to delete anything. You cannot delete anything because there are no elements. Okay, so that can be verified by comparing whether top value is null or not. Similarly, in peep also, if someone want to display some data, okay, we have to verify whether there is a data or not. If top is equal to null, there is no data, so you cannot you cannot display anything. That is why this if block is verifying whether stack is empty or not. Okay, now this is end of the discussion of stacks. Okay, if you have any queries, please mark a comment. I will reply for sure. Otherwise, you can mark a mail to me so that I can reply through mail also. And if you want immediate notification after uploading a new video, please subscribe to this channel as well as enable the bell so that notification will come immediately. Thank you.